Now that we have our link, we can finally add our jQuery code that's going to fetch the make an API call to the open weather map and get the actual weather data for Chicago. To start with this, I'm going to create another script tag, and then I will add $. This is not the same $sign as PHP, so don't get confused with that. Document.ready function. So let me briefly explain this. This statement is called as soon as your page is finished loading, and as soon as you load the page, it will call this statement. Okay, so this part refers to the document, which is the web page that is loaded in the browser. It refers to that. This is the document, HTML document. As soon as it's ready, it calls a function. Now we're going to define the body of this function that is called when the document is finished loading. All we're going to do is that we're going to just load the data from the server, and we're going to get the weather data. To do this, $sign refers to the document, AJAX. So AJAX is a function that it's like a asynchronous call to a web service. So you make a call to the web service, and web service sends you back the data as a response. And once your script receives that response, it will update your page. The cool thing about this you don't need to reload the page. It will modify the page once it receives the response. Let's go here. So AJAX parameters include your URL, the URL we're going to make the call to, which is this one. So you can just take that back from there. Here, let's do it this way. Let's create another JavaScript variable, our weather URL equals, this is a string, paste this. Now weather URL. Okay, so the URL is going to be weather URL, and then comma, we're still entering more parameters. Now the type is going to be get, because we're only reading, we're not writing, we're reading from the server, from the service. Therefore we're going to use the type get. And success, now this parameter is going to return a function. Success will be called if we successfully fetch data. If there's no issues, this function will be called, and this function will receive the data. So the parameter is going to go there. Data. Actually, I'm going to handle this in a second. And another parameter is error, which is going to be another function. It can also receive data. And error will be called if there's a problem with the URL. If the service is not running, then error will be called. Now, if we have an error, I'm going to just print alert, and we print there is a problem with this service. No weather data. That's what we're going to just prompt the window and print this. Now, if it's successful, we're going to let's print this in the console, and I'm going to show you how you can read that data. We're going to have a data object that will be printed in the browser's console. So, and we'll run this and then see what happens.